Hey guys, welcome back. It's Neon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And there's been a lot of news about the MCU Phase 4 at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yep.
And, yeah. So, Thor, Love and Thunder.
Yeah, why?
Thor,
that
Love and
title's
Thunder.
Horrible.
This looks like a parody. I mean, this looks like a parody. Well, Ragnarok, a lot of people felt was kind of a parody of Thor.
Yeah, but Ragnarok made sense. Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder.
Sounds like a porno.
Is that? Well, yeah, it does. It sounds more like. But I mean, Thor, Love and Thunder. I'm like, what?
Who's gonna grab my mighty hammer?
Well, see, maybe they don't want to grab your hammer, which is a whole other point entirely.
That's where we're going with this.
But it's well, first of all, they announced the Phase 4, and they announced 6 movies and 5 shows that are gonna be Disney Plus, which we'll do another video talking about that. But one thing they kept hammering home, was that they're going to go for diversity, and they keep acting like it's a big surprise, and they're pushing that Valkyrie is their first LGBTQ character, but everybody already knew this.
Yeah, this is an unsurprise. So we're going to talk more about Marvel Phase 4, Thor, what's going on, who's going to be stroking the hammer.
Nobody. That's the problem.
And what this could mean for the future of the MCU going forward. Before we do that, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. You guys have been awesome. The last month or so has been really, really good for us. We want to keep bringing you content. Please hit the subscribe button. And now we're going to talk about Thor's mighty hammer.
Yeah, Thor's hammer. Yeah, so apparently they had a Marvel panel, MCU panel.
At San Diego Comic-Con?
Yes, last night.
Imagine that.
And they announced these things I mentioned, and among them was Thor, the new movie, Love and Thunder.
Right.
And apparently that we're going to be bringing back Jane Foster, Natalie Portman, and what do you notice?
She's stroking his hammer.
So apparently they're announcing that we're getting Lady Thor because, you know, we have to make sure that we're diverse. So we're making sure she's Lady Thor because that did so well in comic sales.
Yeah, and I was going to bring, and we'll talk more about that later. And this is kind of one of the concerns that Marvel Comics fans have had for the MCU going forward is we pretty much... Endgame spoilers. Can we talk Endgame spoilers? Because everybody gets on us like, oh my god, it's only been out for like 3 months and I haven't seen it yet. Don't spoil the movie.
Yeah, well, guess what?
It's like, screw you. If you haven't seen the movie already, you're getting spoiled. And if you don't want to get spoiled, shut the damn video off. So where we left the core Marvel characters, Avengers characters at the end of Endgame, we killed Tony Stark.
Yep.
Toxic Tony.
Yep, Toxic Tony, because he was a womanizer.
He was a womanizer and a rich cis white guy. He's dead. Mm-hmm. It's good. Toxic Tony's out of the way, so somebody else can shine now. Captain America, old.
Yep.
He's too old. He's out of the way. He's retired, like he should. Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
America's ass is no longer America's ass.
America's ass is old and flabby, so get out of the way. We've turned the Incredible Hulk into a hipster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one was bad.
He's a hipster, so he's a non-threatening, kinder, gentler Hulk. He doesn't smash, except his keyboard. He probably tweets a lot.
Because the toxic masculinity we have to get rid of.
We had to get rid of the toxic masculinity of Hulks. Now he wears hipster glasses, and he probably tweets all day. Eats a lot of avocado toast, right? And finally, Thor. We've turned him into a fat slob because his abs made people feel bad.
Right, because, you know, he has the body that a lot of people have, and then that's supposed to be for body consciousness and promoting, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's promoting an unhealthy lifestyle because, you know, we don't want to feel bad about people who look better than we do. And I'm so glad that Thor is representing all the man babies out there with his physique.
That's right. Yeah. So Thor, because he had depression, which I'm not mocking depression at all, because people are like, you're not mocking depression. No, I'm not, because a lot of people in my family have been diagnosed with clinical depression. I'm not mocking it at all. I'm just saying they're making it a very big stereotype. They're stereotyping depression is what they're doing. And
this got dark.
I'm just saying.
I was talking about Fat Thor, and all of a sudden you're like...
They're like, well, he just gave up on life and kind of just wanted to play games and let himself go because of his depression. I'm like...
He needs some love and thunder in his life.
Apparently.
And I don't think he's going to get it. So, we talked about the comics. We talked about how Marvel did this a few years ago, and it was disastrous when they replaced all their core characters with either like new versions of themselves or completely new characters. And we're seeing this with the MCU where all the main Avengers will basically be replaced.
Right. There's a couple, yeah, but most
turned
of
into
them.
jokes.
Right. So in among this new Thor movie, which you did a video the other day that they were going to do Akira.
Yeah, Taika Waititi was stepping down from Akira, which I think is a huge, good, majorly good move. I don't think was the right person for Akira. Ragnarok was funny. This one looks like it's going to be
Love and Thunder. I mean, just Love and Thunder. Come on.
Funny in all the wrong ways.
But so now we're gonna have Thor because Chris Hemsworth's gonna be in it. So we have Thor, and then we have Valkyrie, who is now she's the ruler of Asgard now.
Yeah.
And then we have Lady Thor apparently, but beyond that. They're talking about how Valkyrie, now that she's a ruler, she's lonely as a ruler because it's lonely at the top. So now she has to find her queen in this movie because, but then they keep pushing Natalie Portman. Because
you know what? You know where I think they're going to go with this?
I have to wonder myself.
I think Lady Thor and Valkyrie are gonna rule Asgard together. And poor fat schlub Thor.
They don't need no man.
He's just gonna roam the galaxy as a space bum.
According to BuzzFeed, the best moment of the panel might have been when Tessa Thompson, who plays Valkyrie, told the audience that her character will be up to in the film. First of all, as a new king, she needs to find her queen, so that'd be the first order of business. So that's my first thought when I'm now a new ruler of the a war-torn, savaged kingdom. I gotta find me someone to sleep with. I mean, obviously that is the first thing I'm worried about.
Isn't it just like a little Hamlet in Finland now or something?
I don't
like
know,
Scandinavia?
but I'm like, everybody's like, oh my god. But everybody knew this already. I didn't think she was bi at all. I thought she was just straight up lesbian. But they made sure in Ragnarok that you got that vibe. You knew
her girlfriend got killed.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a surprise. Like, surprise, they're finally announcing a true LGBTQ character. I'm like, this isn't news. This we've already established. We have already established this before.
Yeah.
This is not new. Not new at all. And you know what? People had no problem with it.
So now people are already shipping Valkyrie and Carol Danvers.
Oh, are they? They were already doing that.
Look, if the king of Asgard, she needs her queen. I swear if we get Carol Danvers checking up on Asgard, befriending Valkyrie and Thor 4, I'm going to lose my marbles.
I honestly think they're going to go with Jane. I mean, there's a possibility to have Jane coming as Lady Thor and Valkyrie. I mean,
I'm thinking they're going to...
I don't understand. Oh, Kate left, gone. I don't understand why they're saying... I never got the... I mean, in the comics, was she straight or something? Because in the movies, I've never got the idea that Valkyrie was anything but lesbian.
Here we go. Natalie Portman is going to be the new Thor as Lady Thor alongside Tessa Thompson. Well, I think we all know what the real title of the movie should be: Thor, Love and Lesbians.
Yeah, I'm just like, I mean, they keep pushing that there's and what I'm worried about going forward with these movies and stuff is that they keep going about diversity because actually, it already existed in the MCU, but now we're going to really push it forward going with Phase 4.
Well, I thought it said they're going. Kevin Feige said he was going.
But what I'm concerned about, what I'm worried about, is that I don't care if you have diversity in movies. I don't mind that at all. What I mind is that the movies no longer are about the movies, they're about diversity. And I think as long as you have good characters, good stories, good films, and they happen to be these things, that's okay. But if you're just making movies just to push a diversity or a certain type of diversity, then it's going to suck and it's going to do badly.
Yeah, I don't know. Because, where does the MCU go after this? Because... Spider-Man did really well, but, we've already established Spider-Man as a character. People really like Tom Holland as Spider-Man, but, we've never really had an MCU where there's no Tony Stark. Mm-hmm. No Steve Rogers. I don't know. Does anybody really want to see Fat Thor? I thought he was incredibly depressing and...
You go to the movies to escape your life. Your depressing life, not to...
Yeah, he was very slapstick. They turned Thor into a goofy sidekick. Mm-hmm. You
have to make him less than to elevate other characters. That's
right.
How it always goes.
And I think that's what's going to happen in this movie is that Thor is basically going to be the doofy sidekick to Lady Thor and Valkyrie. I think that they're going to make him just a goofball.
I hope not.
You know, I hope that they...
Because it's called Thor, Love and Thunder. So, but then she's Lady Thor, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, is this like the passing of the mantle? And if they do this, they're going to go down the same route that they went with the comics, where, you know, you can swap characters out, like, one, but if you change up the whole thing, and what we're looking at with Endgame is basically everything has been upended, and if you're gonna, you know, Thor's like the only guy left standing from the Avengers, and if you're gonna, you know, switch him out for Lady Thor,
I don't know. It just, well, I mean, beyond that, and then it's gonna be more Natalie Portman. And no offense, but I don't think Natalie Portman can act very well. I don't think she's very good at all. And just, you know, I don't want to see
stoic.
movies. Is that what they're calling it?
Static.
I call it wooden. Anyway,
She's wooden.
I think she might actually be worse than Brie Larson, which is saying something. But it's just like, I just... And then the name. I mean, the name. It was already bad enough that they're, you know, the Love and Thunder. That's the name. Love and Thunder. That is the stupidest thing I've heard. It's just...
It sounds like a bad, like a band that would play summer festivals.
It does. It sounds Love and Thunder. Yes.
Yeah, like the Captain Tennille, except it's Love and Thunder.
Yeah, it's just not a good title.
So which ones? So Valkyrie's going to be Love and Thor. Jane is going to be Thunder.
I'm assuming, yes.
They're going to go on the road together.
Yes, be Thunder and Love, or Love and Thunder.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we want to talk about the other movies coming out in Phase 4?
Yeah, we could talk about the other movies and the shows coming out in Phase 4. They keep going on about the diversity, but almost all of them we expected. And everybody already knows they're diverse, so it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know... So
we got Black Widow.
Yeah, Black Widow's going to be the first one that's released in May 1st, 2020.
All I'm saying is Black Widow better be played by a dude in this one, so they killed off the original...
No, all I'm saying is Black Widow. It's about damn time, because I'm tired of this. They keep saying about they need women, and then they had Black Widow the whole time. One of the core Avengers from the beginning. And did she get her own movie? No.
Wait till she's dead.
Yeah, and I'm pissed about it.
It's like Solo. They kill off Han Solo and then they bring him back.
I'm mad about this because it's just like I even said it on this article. It's about time they gave her own movie.
Yeah.
She's like one of the core characters, and she's the only core character that did not get her own movie, a standalone movie the whole time. I mean, they had him for everybody else, but they did not.
Hawkeye, I guess. But...
Well, I guess Hawkeye, but he's gonna get a TV show.
He's getting a TV show.
But you know, they're gonna finally do a movie for Black Widow. Finally. I'm that one. I'm just like, what took you so long? We want women. We want diversity. We need to make it diverse going forward. So now Black Widow will finally get a movie.
I'm guessing that it's a prequel.
I'm guessing so too. However, David Harbour's in it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll give him that. I mean, it looks like they're pulling out the stops for a lot of these movies and TV shows. The Eternals.
Again, we already knew all about this.
Yeah, we knew this was going to be a thing.
They were pushing diversity in this already, because wasn't there one of the characters is gay, and they were making a big deal about it because no one else is going to make a big deal about it, because they're like, okay, whatever. Is it a good movie? I don't care if they're gay. As long as it's a good movie, fine. And they're already pushing that, you know, just so you know, you have to like it because someone's gay in it. Go ahead.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I gotta wonder, is the Mandarin involved in this? Because they kind of touched on the Mandarin in Iron Man 3, but then they turned it into a joke. Is the actual Mandarin going to be in this movie after they kill off Iron Man?
Yeah, because, it makes February 12th, 2021. Okay, there's a reason I'm mentioning the dates. Go ahead.
Doctor Strange. This seems to confirm that we're going to have a multiverse.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
In the Multiverse of Madness.
This is going to be May 7th, 2021. I'm glad we're getting out Doctor Strange movie because I like Doctor Strange. But so far, I'm not seeing any here. It's like, oh my God, going forward, so much diversity.
Starring Benedict Cumberbatch and Elizabeth Olsen. So
they're tying. They're tying in. I was going to mention it later, but they're tying in the WandaVision show from Disney Plus into Doctor Strange directly, and she's going to be on it. So there's that. Then we have Thor and Love and Thunder. And what's the date? Go scroll back up from it. Date on that. It's November 5th, 2021. So then we got
3 in 2021. Wait.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to point this out here. I was going to point this out. All these back to back to back to back.
Okay.
And then they announced Blade because it's a big surprise. Guess what? Blade's coming. But everybody kind of knew Blade was coming. They've been talking about it for months.
Yeah.
One surprise.
No, but now who they got to play Blade is, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he was the villain in Alita.
It's right here. I don't know how to say his name.
Mahershala Ali, is that how you
I don't know how you pronounce it.
He's the bad guy from Alita, and he was actually very, very good. And he does kind of have that Wesley Snipes look to him. He's got the angular feature. I think he'll be good, but Blade was such a damn good movie back in the day that they're going to be really hard pressed to top it.
Yeah, I know, but they're going to try anyway.
Now, what they should do is bring back Wesley Snipes in the Whistler role, the Chris Christopherson role, as like the mentor.
Maybe they could. They could probably do that. I don't know if they're going to, but they could. But what I'm worried about, and I mentioned it here, is brand fatigue, because these are back to back to back to back, and then plus they're going to be doing Disney Plus shows, which are, I have in another article, not this one. But look at the dates on these. It's May 1st, 2020, November 6th, 2020, February 12th, 2021, May 7th, 2021, November 5th, 2021, and then no date for this yet, but it'll probably shoved in there in 2020 or something. I'm just like, they're worried about brand fatigue with Star Wars. I mean, what the hell do you call this? It's just like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, here's the thing. We don't know what's going to happen with Marvel after Endgame, because most people were watching.
They spent 10 years building up the Endgame.
Right, and now that all the characters that most people cared about are gone.
The only ones you're getting in this next grouping was Black Widow, Thor, and Doctor Strange. That are the ones people, and Blake, people only know because they know it from before.
Yeah.
But I'm saying everything else is just like new things.
Where's Alpha Flight? They want diversity. Where's Alpha Flight? North Star was the first gay superhero, and he was the leader of Alpha. Where's the Alpha Flight movie? Why are we getting Shang-Chi instead of Alpha Flight?
Because they've way to tie it in, I guess. But out of these movies, only a couple of them are ones people really, that aren't really have been introduced too much in the MCU prior. The rest are all ones, and Blade hasn't been introduced in the MCU prior, but so half them have and half them haven't. And what I'm worried about is people might come out, they were coming out to all the movies, especially they could push this whole bam, bam, bam movie against movie right before Endgame, and then right after Endgame, because people were all expected to want to see the end and wrap it up. They're willing to pay for that. They're willing to do that. Now you're setting up something completely new. I don't think people are going to have enough give a shit left or money left to keep boom, 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 boom to the movies to see all these.
Where's Captain Marvel 2?
Well, these are the ones that has been announced.
Okay.
These are not these are what have been announced. So, I'm sure give it time. They'll find a way to do that. Now, that's the movies. If you go to the streaming service, there are shows for the streaming service. Now, here's a big chart right there. You can see the streaming service is on top.
Right.
And then the movies are on bottom. So, they're going to have The Falcon and Winter Soldier, which is coming out next fall, 2020.
Yeah.
So that's going to, of course, have, Falcon and Winter Soldier. But they're bringing Helmut Zemo. How do you say his name?
Oh, Baron Zemo, yeah.
Yeah, they're bringing him into it.
Cool.
And they're putting him in his comic costume.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
this one I'm actually excited
about. They
teased
that they're bringing him into it, and they're putting him in his comic costumes. People are very excited about that.
But we don't have America's ass anymore.
No. Unless I guess.
Very old ass.
Anthony Mackie did say he's going to be wearing his Captain Marvel suit, which is the shield.
Okay.
So, you might have his ass, which might be the new America's ass.
He's the new America's ass.
Apparently.
Okay.
So then WandaVision is they're doing, as it says, WandaVision. Yeah. That's going to be out in May 7th, 2021, or spring 2021, because Doctor Strange is hitting May 7th, and they're tying directly into each other for the new show.
Multiverse of Madness. Now, I've heard about this one, they were going to try to make it like a 50s sitcom or something, like I Love Lucy with an android.
Really?
That's what I've heard. And I'm looking at the logo, and it looks very retro.
It looks retro, but I don't know what they're going to do with that. So, don't know. Then Loki, and then this has been confirmed that everybody was kind of speculating that Loki had, this is going to be an alternate reality because he got the Tesseract.
Right.
That is what's going on. So that's going to be spring 2021.
Okay, so how they're going to do this is that they're going to have what, like the... Oh, God,
they're all going to tie in somehow to the MCU,
This is going to get really confusing really quick.
Because if you don't have Disney Plus, you're going to be like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Hawkeye is going to be going on. Now, Hawkeye he's going to train Kate Bishop.
Okay, well, this pretty much...
Makes sense. And they're basically... And then people are bringing up the idea that, are they just setting up for Young Avengers?
Probably.
But I think is probably true. And they're also going to talk how he became Ronin, which is good because they didn't flip and explain it.
No,
they kind of just like, hey, he's Ronin now.
He's really pissed off now and just killing.
So he's Ronin. So they're going to explain some of that, which makes sense because they didn't in the movie. And then the what if.
Okay, I would be more excited about this if it wasn't animated. The fact that it's an animated series is kind of a weird...
It's the first animated show in the MCU.
Because it's cheap. It's cheaper to hire people because they're bringing a lot of the cast back. as voice actors because the rate's cheaper than getting FaceTime with them.
So, yeah, so they're doing this, and they're going to have their alternate reality forms. Kind of like the comics, they're going to take the characters and put them in an alternate reality. So that's going to be summer 2021.
I think it's too much. I think it's, I don't know. I
think it's too much, too. That's why I'm saying they're so worried about brand, brand fatigue. And then with Star Wars, we're not even doing movies for a while because of brand fatigue. And then we're just this.
Who do people care about the most in the MCU? Tony Stark, Steve Rogers, they're
gone.
They're gone. So we gotta bring Scarlet, Scarlet. I almost said Scarlet Witch. We have to bring Black Widow back, Scarlett Johansson. Even though we killed her off in a really shitty fashion, which
I was mad about. I like. She was my favorite character. I was like, man, I'm mad.
That was such a cheap. I honestly thought they were gonna bring her back. I thought they were, because I'm like, they can't just end it this way with her, because it was a cheap death. I thought it was a cheap death. And then she didn't even get a funeral. They were just like,
I know, that made me mad. I mean, the whole thing made me mad.
So stupid.
And now they're giving her a movie now after they already did Captain Marvel and everything else. Like, she's almost like an afterthought, even though her ass was there first, and she was there from the beginning, and she didn't have superpowers, and she kicked all their asses without powers. She was
introduced in Iron Man 2 as one of the first. I mean, she was like the first Avenger to meet Tony Stark.
Yeah.
And to have her dumped in such a
just now get a movie
after she's dead is so stupid.
It just makes me mad.
She deserved better than that.
I agree.
So, it's because ScarJo's problematic.
Probably, who knows? I'm just mad because it's like, they didn't do, and then there was a lot of problems prior with toys and stuff. I remember they had toy lines, the Toys Come for movies, and they had like Captain America on the motorcycle instead of, they didn't have Black Widow toys and stuff like that. I mean, they've been kind of shitting on women all this time, but now moving forward, it's all about women all the time in ways that people may not ask for. So,
if I were Scarlett Johansson, and we talked about this before in relation to Captain Marvel, I would be mad as hell, because basically all these, she has been there since the beginning. She's paid her dues, and all these new female characters are getting standing ovations. Captain Marvel's getting pushed. They're gonna now. Okay, I will give Natalie Portman. She's been with Thor since the first movie,
right?
So it's not like they just handed her the hammer without laying some groundwork there. But all these other new characters, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, how did Captain Marvel get a standalone movie to introduce her before Black Widow got her own solo movie?
It just doesn't make sense to me.
I think that's garbage.
I mean, but anyway, beyond, or takeaway from all this, though, is but good news, we're getting Thor, Love and Thunder.
Good news, we're going down the same road that helped kill off interest in Marvel Comics.
Let's just do that.
So let's do that. Let's do that and see how that works. Let's kill off or replace the old guard and see if it works with audiences. I don't know.
I don't think it will, but we'll find out.
We'll find out soon enough. 2 or 3 years. We'll see. We will see.
And then you know what's going to happen? If these don't do well, they're going to blame it on misogyny, racism, man babies, blah, blah, blah. And it's not the case. I mean, my takeaway from it wasn't that I wasn't interested in the movies. My takeaway is when they're pushing, all they keep saying is diversity. That my first thought is, are we going to be shoved? Is it going to be a diversity push and not good movie? Because that's kind of what we got with Captain Marvel. And it's like, I just want to see a good movie. I don't care if the characters are diverse in the movie. I don't care if someone is LGBTQ or if they're not white or if they're, a woman or whatever. I don't care. Don't care at all. What I care about is it a good story? Are they good characters? Is the story and the characters the main focus, or is diversity the main focus? Because as soon as you push diversity as the main focus, like we're 2-year-olds and are stupid and you have to learn us how to, be good people, you lost me, because I don't need you to teach me what's acceptable and what isn't. And then when people don't like it, then they turn around and blame it on, like they're already doing it with Terminator. Misogynists aren't going to like this film. Well, that was a dumb thing to say.
Yeah, right. So now you've just guaranteed that like half your audience isn't going to show up, even though previous Terminator movies had Linda Hamilton as the protagonist and also
a female Terminator.
A female Terminator. So it's been done already.
It's not new.
It's nothing new.
Why do they keep acting like they just invented the wheel 2 years ago and everything else? There's so much that came before it never happened, and they're just now being inclusive.
Just put the damn movies out and the TV shows out
and make them good.
Yeah, and let the work speak for itself. If it's good, like Wonder Woman or Alita, people are gonna go see it regardless of who. You know,
yeah. So my advice to you is do not make it about diversity and inclusion. Make it about good films. And if they happen to be diverse or inclusive, and you'll do well. If you push that as the main focus, you're going to turn people off. Not because they're against that, but because they're tired of it.
Shazam was probably one of the most diverse superhero movies ever.
I loved it.
But you never heard anything about it during the promotion of it.
The movie was a good movie. Go see it.
It was a good movie. Oh, by the way, you know...
they didn't even push that at all.
No.
So I'm like, and that's what I'm saying. Just make a good movie that happens to be diverse and get it out there. And that's what people want. Everybody knows diversity exists. People work with people that are different than them every day. They interact with people different than them every day, and it's fine. There's never been a problem until Hollywood decided there was one.
There's a problem because now they have something they can blame failure on.
Yeah.
You know, if a movie that just happens to be quote-unquote diverse. Like, what? I don't even know what that means anymore. It doesn't mean anything anymore because everybody's taken the meaning away from it. Basically diverse is anything without a male white lead, I guess, is what a diverse thing is. But there have been movies for years that have been successful that haven't. So it's not... Even Blade, they're remaking Blade, and they're probably going to be, look how diverse Blade is. Yeah, when it came out in 1998... or whatever it was a very diverse movie.
But that wasn't the selling point of the movie. It was just like, oh my god, it looks awesome. Wesley Snipes, yeah.
He's killing vampires. Badass. I went to they made a huge deal with Black Panther. I went to the theater, Blade 1 and 2, I saw in the theater. Opening night, too, I'm pretty sure. And Spawn, I went to go see Spawn. Again, nobody talks about that. Spawn before he turned into a hamburger face, he was African-American. Nobody talks about that.
Right.
You know?
It's just, it's like it all has come about recently when it's just a total lie and it's not true at all. So anyway, let's wrap this up because we're going along.
We're going to wrap this up, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants here on Clownfish TV. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Goodbye. Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.